I don't even know what to say anymore. This is the OG Bronknuts, 719 West. Broncos get blown out by the Eagles in Philly yesterday. And look, I mean, it wasn't that big of a surprise to me. I knew Philly was going to beat us. They're a way better team than we are. We make too many mistakes and we're not getting big enough play out of our playmakers. But I at least expected us to be competitive, to compete. Here's what I saw. I saw a defense that quit on its fan base, quit on its teammates. Not going hard after the ball, trying to make plays, especially in the second half. Our defensive backfield likes to call themselves the no-fly zone. I mean, I've always thought that was kind of lame. But, you know, look, I mean, it's no secret we got some pretty good defensive corners. But Aqib Talib gets burned right there in the beginning of the game by, I think, Alshon Jeffries, I think. And, you know, here's the reality. The Eagles' receivers are good, but it's not like they got superstars on the outside. Should have been a set of receivers that our corners should have been able to match up with very well. And Carson Wentz put 50 points on your ass. One of the most disgusting games I've ever watched as a Bronco fan. Matter of fact, towards the end of the game, I couldn't even watch anymore. I mean, it was on in the background, but I wasn't really paying attention to it because there's nothing going right. Nothing. I mean, it's week to week to week. We got so many different guys on our team, you know, screwing up. The first few games, it's been Brandon McManus missing field goals. Yesterday, he hits everything, but we can't get to the rest of the team to play with him. I mean, it's just terrible. And this no-fly zone yesterday in Philly looked like the deck of a naval aircraft carrier, just planes going in, all and out. They were doing whatever they wanted on us. And I've been saying from week one, I even said it last year, and I'm going to continue to say it again. What are you doing, Demaryius Thomas? Here's what I'm frustrated with, because I like a lot of you will say, Bronknuts, you know, Demaryius caught a touchdown pass yesterday, and he had a pretty decent game. He caught his first touchdown pass of the year. This guy's getting top 5 money. Here's what I'm most frustrated with about Demaryius Thomas. The first time we threw him the ball, I think it was, I don't know, a little 10, 12-yard pass play, or he was lined up over on the right side. He singled up. Between him and the goal line is an Eagles linebacker. And Demaryius can't make a move to get that linebacker to miss and score a touchdown. So instead, now we got 1st and goal from the 6 with an offensive line that can't block. Demaryius doesn't score right there, but all of the big-time receivers, they all get it in easily, untouched, no problem they get in. And you can't get in. Matter of fact, you almost broke your own ankles trying to juke that linebacker. And then later in the game, we throw you one over on the left side. Same thing. Can't make a move to get in the end zone. So now it's 3rd and goal. And then you finally caught your first touchdown pass, which you dang near fumbled when you were going across the goal line. See, to me, Bennie Fowler and Demaryius Thomas are almost the same player right now. Except Bennie Fowler is about $14 million cheaper than Demaryius Thomas. I mean, we ain't getting no production. We ain't got no playmakers. The only playmaker I've ever felt we had on the outside was Emmanuel Sanders. And thank gosh he's back in our lineup, but you can tell he wasn't right. He was still gimping around. Demaryius Thomas got to go out of Denver. He's got to go. I want him gone. I want you gone, 88. I'm tired of watching mediocre receiver play. Now, I'm not going to say Demaryius Thomas is a terrible receiver. He's not. He's a good receiver. He's just not a great one. He's not an elite one. You're not even anywhere in the top 10, not even in the top 15 receivers in the NFL right now. And you are getting so much money to play for the Denver Broncos, it's scary. And then Shane Ray finally comes back on defense with your big old club on your arm. Look, Shane Ray, nobody cares what you did at Missouri. We all know you were a good football player at Missouri. That's why you got drafted why you did. You've jumped off sides 4 or 5 times in the last 2 weeks. You're killing us, dude. You're lucky I'm not the coach of the Denver Broncos, because the second time you jumped offside in 2 back-to-back drives this week, I'd have put you on the bench. It'd have been the last time you'd have seen the field for a few weeks. I'd have made you feel it. I mean, this is a first and second round draft picks we're talking about here. Garrett Bowles, our first round draft pick. I mean, I think he's done fairly good for a rookie at left tackle in the NFL. But I mean, he's had a lot of holding calls this year. A lot of, we make a big play, we get it called back for a holding call. We make a big play, we got a false start. We make a big play, we got 2 men in motion. We make a big play, we got an illegal shift. I mean, it's unbelievable the amount of things that are going wrong for the Denver Broncos just not showing up as a team. And DeMarcus Walker, our second round draft pick, not even in uniform. I don't even think you're on the active list. Our second round draft pick can't find the field on a defense that just got 50 points hung on him. So frustrated with the Denver Broncos. I've been a fan of this team for a long time, and I've never seen you quit. I've never seen you quit. And yesterday we quit. You quit on our fan base. You quit on your teammates. And now we got Tom Brady coming in here this week. And a franchise in complete disarray. Our quarterback situation is abysmal. And you know what? I'm not going to hang a lot here on Brock. I mean, Brock come into a difficult situation here. Right? I mean, we got a first-round draft pick quarterback that can't even get on the field, can't even beat out Trevor Siemian, who's playing bad. Now, Brock's here for $750,000 a year. Just smiling and happy to be back in Denver, happy to be back in the blue and orange. We can't expect him to go in there and make miracles happen. We can't block for any quarterback. It ain't going to matter if we got Carson Wentz or Deshaun Watson or Tom Brady for that matter. If you can't block for your quarterback in the NFL, you can't win. And let's go to another Brock. How about Brock Olivo, the coach of our special teams? We got guys bringing the ball out timidly, barely narrowing the ball down to the 1 yard line, catching punts on the 3 yard line. So undisciplined these Denver Broncos are. It is hard to watch. I don't know where we go from here from quarterback. I mean, let's look at the options. We can't just go out and get anybody. I don't want Kaepernick, and besides him, there's nobody else that can play on this team and turn us around. We drafted Chad Machine Gun Kelly last year as Mr. Irrelevant. I thought he was a good quarterback in college. I mean, actually, I thought he was a great quarterback his junior year. I saw him his senior year. I didn't think he was as good. But, hurt, took this whole year off, chance to get better. We'll see what we got in him, but who knows if Chad Kelly's going to be the starter in Denver. All I know is that we've got 4 guys on our roster, and right now, it don't look like any of them can play in the NFL to me. Vance Joseph, our coach, I don't know whether he's doing a good job or not. I'm not in the meeting rooms. I'm not at practice. I'm not there putting together the schemes with him and Mike McCoy. I have no idea whether Vance is a good coach or not. It's pretty hard for me to evaluate after 8 games. So I think we got to give him a chance, ride this out through the rest of the year, and probably into next year. But I'll tell you one thing, Vance Joseph is going to have to turn the Denver Broncos around, and if he doesn't, this fan base is going to chase him out of Denver. I just look at our disgusting team right now and see a team that's so undisciplined, playing so uninspired. And now we got locker room dissension, offense blaming on the defense blaming on the offense. But here's what I see from the TV, and all of us see from the TV. It's this whole dang team screwing up every single play, and it's all contributing why we can't win. And we're not used to this. Our fan base is always used to at least our team going out there and being a competitor and fighting to win football games. And yesterday, we didn't see that fight. We didn't see it. We didn't see none of it. I don't even know what else to say. You all are seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Congratulations to the Eagles fans for having a bye week for us showing off. This was an easier win than the Giants coming in and getting a win in Denver. The Broncos were never in this game. Never in this game. And the Eagles got a good football team. They got a very good football team. The best football team right now in the NFL. And we were definitely outclassed. Definitely outclassed. I don't care if we get beat by a better team. That happens in sports. Sometimes you line up head to head and the other guy's just got more juice than you got. And there's nothing you can do about it. But that don't matter. What matters is the fight, the drive, the passion for the game, giving the fans what they paid for. Not Demaryius Thomas should have gotten the end zone 3 times yesterday, and you barely got in. I'm so tired of it. I want it gone. I want it fixed. I don't know where the Broncos can go from here. I don't see this getting better anytime soon. I don't. We don't have a right tackle that can block anybody. We're holding people at left tackle. We're getting penetration up the middle. We got a second-round draft pick that can't even sniff the grass. We got the no-fly zone allowing 50 points getting hung on him and 4 touchdown passes. I mean, where do we start to fix this? Where do we start? And the bad part is that when you look at the roster, you look at the names on our roster. From top to bottom, this isn't the Cleveland Browns. This isn't, teams that have been perennial struggles in the NFL. We got some good players on this team. And it all isn't just the quarterback. You see, even when Brock got in there yesterday, Brock was getting lit up on every single play. He couldn't get the ball out of his hands fast enough. A couple of times you could tell that when he dropped back, he knew when he broke the huddle exactly where he was throwing the ball. We had another red zone opportunity. Demaryius is singled up on the left-hand side of the field, and we throw the ball in the right into double coverage. This is a 6'4" receiver, a big body. Other teams, they throw it up to Julio. They know where they're going. They throw it up to Dez. They throw it up to OBJ. They throw it up to these guys and let them go make a play because they're superior athletes. Why aren't we doing this? We're throwing the ball to Isaiah McKenzie in triple coverage? Oh, man. I used to really enjoy Sundays. And I'm not enjoying it now. I mean, I'm a football fan, so I watch more than the Broncos. I mean, I watch all the games. But it is hard to watch this team right now. It's hard to get excited for game day, for game time, because we know going into the game, we don't have that good of a chance to beat nobody. Nobody! Broncos players are going to have to pull up their bootstraps and just show a little fight going into the rest of the year. Because the Philadelphia Eagles embarrassed us. The New York Giants embarrassed us. The Kansas City Chiefs embarrassed us. I'm trying to figure out how in the hell we beat the Dallas Cowboys. How did we do that? How? Because that looked like a completely different team that beat the Dallas Cowboys in week 2 than the one we shown up yesterday. Congratulations, Eagles. All your fans, your players, your fan base, the whole team. You guys came out and handled business, did what you needed to do yesterday, and I knew you were going to win the game. I mean, shoot, the whole world knew you were going to win the game. Vegas knew you were going to win the game. Everybody knew you were going to win the game. Nobody knew you were going to win by 600 points and that the game would be over after the first quarter. Nobody knew that. Just embarrassing. It's tough times to be a Broncos fan right now. But, hey, I've been a fan since 1980. I could move right next door to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and watch the Falcons win 4 world championships, and I'd still never change from being a Broncos fan. Never. I'm going to be a fan of this team till the day I die. No matter what, I'll never switch. I bleed blue and orange. And this is when the team needs you the most. But I'll tell you what, Broncos, you're sure making it hard on our fan base to sit and have to watch that pathetic football play, and we want it turned around. This is the OG Bronknut, 719 West. Broncos, don't make me come back and give you another ass chewing next week after you get whooped by the New England Patriots, because the next one will be worse than this one. I'm out.